Welcome to Biography with Plutarch, where we delve into the lives of extraordinary individuals, seeking to understand the complexities of human nature and the forces that shape our destinies. Today, we embark on a fascinating journey through the life of Vivien Leigh, a legendary actress whose captivating performances on stage and screen continue to enthrall audiences worldwide. As we step into her world, we find ourselves surrounded by the sights, sounds, and scents of a bygone era, an era that shaped Vivien's unique perspective on the world and informed her artistic endeavors. Born on November 26, 1913, in Darjeeling, British India, Vivien Leigh's early life was marked by the lush landscapes and vibrant cultural heritage of the Indian subcontinent. The majestic Himalayas towered above her childhood home, their snow-capped peaks glistening in the sunlight like a beacon of wonder. Her parents, Ernest Hartley and Gertrude Robinson, were part of the British colonial elite, with her father serving as a broker for the Indian jute industry. This exotic setting, with its blend of Eastern and Western influences, would later shade Vivien's distinctive artistic voice and inform her portrayals of complex, multifaceted characters. As a child, Vivien was enchanted by the stories of her mother, who regaled her with tales of English folklore and fairy tales, sparking a vivid imagination that would serve her well in her future career. Her mother's words painted pictures of mythical creatures, brave heroes, and far-off lands, transporting Vivien to a world of magic and possibility. The family's frequent moves between India and England also exposed Vivien to diverse environments, from the sun-drenched hills of Darjeeling to the foggy streets of London. This nomadic upbringing instilled in her an adaptability and resilience that would become hallmarks of her personality, allowing her to navigate the challenges of a life spent in the public eye. Vivien's early education took place at the Convent of the Sacred Heart in Roehampton, England, where she developed a passion for drama and music. The convent's tranquil gardens and imposing stone buildings provided a serene backdrop for Vivien's formative years as she began to explore her creative talents. Her mother, recognizing her daughter's gifts, encouraged Vivien to take piano lessons and participate in school plays. These early experiences not only honed Vivien's technical skills, but also fostered a sense of confidence and self-expression that would stay with her throughout her life. As she took to the stage, Vivien discovered a sense of freedom and joy, losing herself in the characters she portrayed and finding herself in the process. The 1920s, a time of great social change and cultural upheaval, provided the backdrop for Vivien's adolescence. The world was shifting rapidly, with the old certainties crumbling and new ideas emerging. As she navigated the complexities of growing up, Vivien was drawn to the world of theater, attending performances by renowned actors like Ellen Terry and Sarah Bernhardt. These early encounters with the magic of the stage kindled a deep desire in Vivien to become an actress herself, a dream that would eventually take her to the heights of success. She devoured books on acting, studied the techniques of her idols, and practiced tirelessly, determined to master her craft. In these early years, Vivien's character began to take shape, influenced by the people and experiences that surrounded her. Her mother's emphasis on the importance of hard work and determination instilled in Vivien a strong work ethic, while her father's more carefree nature encouraged her to embrace life's adventures with enthusiasm. The contradictions between her parents' personalities, her mother's practicality and her father's romanticism, would later find expression in Vivien's own complex, multifaceted nature. As Vivien Leigh's passion for acting continued to burn brightly, she embarked on a journey that would take her to the pinnacle of success in the world of theater and cinema. In 1932, she enrolled in the prestigious Royal Academy of Dramatic Art, RADA, in London, where she was surrounded by like-minded individuals who shared her dedication to the craft. The Academy's esteemed instructors, with their wealth of knowledge and experience, guided Vivien through a rigorous program that honed her skills and prepared her for the demands of a professional acting career. As she delved deeper into her studies, Vivien was exposed to a diverse range of theatrical styles and genres, from the classical works of Shakespeare to the experimental and avant-garde productions of the modernist movement. This eclectic training would later prove invaluable, enabling her to tackle complex, multifaceted roles with ease and nuance. The Academy's emphasis on experimentation and innovation allowed Vivien to push the boundaries of her creativity, exploring new techniques and approaches that would become hallmarks of her unique style. One of the most significant influences on Vivien during her time at RADA was the Academy's emphasis on physicality and movement. She spent countless hours honing her skills in dance, mime, and other forms of physical expression, which would later serve her well in her iconic roles. The attention to detail and dedication required to master these skills also helped Vivien develop a strong work ethic, one that would propel her through the challenges of her future career. Upon graduating from RADA in 1934, Vivien began to make a name for herself on the London stage, earning critical acclaim and recognition within the theatrical community. Her early performances were marked by a sense of vulnerability and sensitivity, as she brought a depth and nuance to her characters that was rare in actresses of her generation. One of her notable early roles was as Aza in the 1935 production of The Mask and the Face at the St. James's Theatre, where she showcased her remarkable range and versatility. It was during this production that Vivien caught the attention of influential theatre critic James Agate, who praised her remarkable talent and predicted a bright future for the young actress. Agate's review was more than just a glowing endorsement. It marked a turning point in Vivien's career as she began to attract attention from theatre producers and directors who were eager to capitalize on her rising star. Vivien's breakthrough role came in 1936 when she played Ophelia in a production of Hamlet at the Old Vic Theatre. Her portrayal of the tragic heroine earned her widespread critical acclaim and established her as a rising star of the British stage. The esteemed theatre critic, Harold Nicolson, noted that Vivien's performance was a revelation, showcasing her unique ability to convey the complexities and depths of human emotion. As Ophelia, Vivien brought a sense of fragility and intensity to the role, capturing the character's descent into madness with a haunting beauty that left audiences spellbound. As Vivien's reputation grew, she began to attract attention from film producers and directors who were eager to tap into her unique talent. In 1936, she made her screen debut in the British film Things Are Looking Up, directed by Albert Parker. Although this initial foray into film was not particularly notable, it marked the beginning of a cinematic career that would eventually propel Vivien to international stardom. The year 1937 proved pivotal for Vivien, as she met and fell in love with Laurence Olivier, a renowned actor and future husband. Their romance blossomed during the production of Hamlet at the Old Vic, where they played the roles of Ophelia and Hamlet respectively. This creative and personal partnership would have a profound impact on Vivien's life and career, influencing her artistic growth and shaping her future successes. As Vivien navigated the challenges of her blossoming relationship with Olivier, she also faced the demands of a rapidly rising career. In 1938, she appeared in her first major film role as Becky Sharp in the adaptation of William Makepeace Thackeray's novel, Vanity Fair. Although the film received mixed reviews, Vivien's performance was widely praised, with many critics noting her remarkable screen presence and charisma. The making of Gone with the Wind was a complex and challenging process, with Vivien facing intense competition for the role of Scarlett O'Hara. After a lengthy audition process, she was finally cast as the strong-willed and determined Southern Belle. The film's director, Victor Fleming, recalled that Vivien's audition was electrifying, showcasing her unique ability to bring depth and nuance to the character. As production on Gone with the Wind commenced, Vivien threw herself into the role, immersing herself in the world of Scarlett O'Hara. She worked tirelessly to perfect her Southern accent, studied the historical context of the novel, and developed a profound understanding of the character's complexities. The result was a performance that would become iconic in American cinema, earning Vivien an Academy Award for Best Actress in 1940. The success of Gone with the Wind catapulted Vivien to international stardom, cementing her status as one of the most talented and sought-after actresses of her generation. As she basked in the glory of her newfound fame, Vivien remained committed to her craft, continuing to push the boundaries of her creativity and exploring new roles that would challenge her and inspire her audiences. In the years that followed, Vivien's career would be marked by a series of iconic performances, each one showcasing her unique talent and versatility. As Vivien Leigh's star continued to shine bright, illuminating the silver screen and captivating audiences worldwide, she faced new challenges in her personal and professional life that would test her resolve and artistic mettle. Her marriage to Laurence Olivier, a union filled with passion, creativity, and mutual admiration, was also marked by turmoil and infidelity, which threatened to consume them both. The fiery passion that had once brought them together now seemed to be tearing them apart as they struggled to reconcile their love for each other with the demands of their careers and the temptations of fame. Despite their deep affection for one another, the couple's relationship was fraught with tension and possessiveness, which ultimately led to their divorce in 1960. The painful separation took a devastating toll on Vivien's mental health, as she struggled to come to terms with the loss of her marriage and the end of an era in her life. She became withdrawn and isolated, plagued by depression and anxiety that would haunt her for the rest of her days. The once vibrant star, known for her sparkling eyes and radiant smile, now found herself lost in a sea of despair, searching for a lifeline to cling to. As she navigated this dark period in her life, Vivien continued to act on stage and screen, throwing herself into her work with a fierce determination that belied her inner turmoil. She took on iconic roles in productions such as A Streetcar Named Desire and The Roman Spring of Mrs. Stone, which showcased her remarkable range and versatility as an actress. Her performances were met with critical acclaim, solidifying her reputation as one of the greatest actresses of her generation. As she once said, "I'm not a film star, I'm an actress," highlighting her dedication to her craft and her desire to be recognized for her talent rather than just her celebrity. Vivien's commitment to her art was unwavering, driven by a fierce passion that burned deep within her soul. She was a true thespian, with a deep love for the theater and a reverence for the great roles that had come before her. As she delved into each new character, she became completely absorbed in their world, pouring all of herself into the performance. Her preparation was meticulous, her attention to detail unparalleled, and her willingness to take risks inspiring. Whether she was playing the fragile Blanche Dubois or the fiery Cleopatra, Vivien brought a depth and nuance to each role that was simply breathtaking. Despite her professional successes, Vivien's health began to decline in the 1960s as the chronic tuberculosis that had plagued her since the 1940s finally caught up with her. She suffered from bouts of exhaustion, coughing fits, and debilitating pain, which forced her to take extended breaks from acting to recover. The once indestructible star was now fragile and vulnerable, her body weakened by years of illness and neglect. In 1967, surrounded by her loved ones, Vivien passed away at the age of 53, leaving behind a legacy that would be remembered for generations to come. The news of her passing sent shockwaves through the theatrical community, with many paying tribute to her incredible talent and enduring legacy. The outpouring of grief was palpable, as actors, directors, and writers from around the world came forward to share their memories of Vivien and celebrate her remarkable life. As film critic and historian David Thompson noted, Vivien Leigh was an actress of immense range and power, capable of conveying the deepest emotions with subtlety and nuance. Her legacy extends far beyond her own lifetime, influencing the way we think about acting, performance, and the human experience. Despite facing numerous challenges and setbacks, she remained committed to her art, always striving to push herself to new heights and explore new depths. Her story serves as a powerful reminder of the importance of perseverance, passion, and creativity in overcoming adversity and achieving greatness. Vivien's life was a testament to the transformative power of art and the human spirit, a shining example of what can be achieved when we dare to dream big and never give up on our aspirations. That's all for today's Biography with Plutarch. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and until next time, remember that understanding the lives of remarkable individuals helps us better understand ourselves.